Hey guys, it's Steve Lawson here, welcome, and I just wanted to make this video just to give you a little bit of a bit of inside information in regards to how I've been progressing my business over the last 12 months. And I think it's interesting, or at least I think it will be interesting for people that are looking in on this industry, looking on potentially starting up their own internet business. And you know, I'm going at this from the point of view that I had no idea about the online world, and I had no idea about how to start a business online, how to get involved with networking and all this kind of stuff. And so I wanted to just give you a little bit of the history of what I've gone through, and hopefully it will help you guys to avoid all the mistakes. It'll help you guys to avoid all of the problems and the issues that I was faced with, and hopefully save you loads of money, because I have spent an absolute bloody fortune on every, you know, different piece of software, every new shiny little one-time special offer, you know, that came out, you know, that I received through an email, and and tools, and I've just spent an absolute bloody fortune basically on what I thought were going to be kind of push button software, you know, gizmos that were going to instantly bring me in loads of business and make me loads of sales. And you know, I'll be honest with you, it just doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. Now, you know, like I say, I spent a lot of money on all these kinds of things, and I suppose in one way I look at it as an education, because there are certain things I've learned through buying software and buying into different programs. And also, you know, I went through different businesses. I sort of jumped around from one business to another. Excuse me, I've got something in my eye. Right, sorry. Yeah, I kind of jumped from one business to another, and you know, I think sometimes it's the process that you have to go through, because I wasn't actually kind of comfortable in some of the businesses that I was involved with previously, and I didn't really believe in them. But what I think I would suggest is that, you know, if you do go from one business to another, don't feel guilty about it. Don't feel bad. Don't feel as though you're somehow in the wrong, because people will obviously criticize, and they will make, you know, they'll put little bits of, you know, statements out online, and you know, they'll be a bit negative, but you've got to just do what your heart tells you to do at the end of the day. You know, you've got to just keep going, because like I said, I went from one business to another. I kind of jumped ship from one thing to another, thinking that you know, the next one would be better, and the reality was that the next one wasn't better in terms of me bringing on business and getting, you know, making money and all the rest of it. It was a question of, it was better because I found the businesses that I could be more passionate about. I think that's what I want to say. So that's part of it. And once you've actually found that business, then it's really a question of, you know, how do you go about building that business? How do you make that business a success? How do you, you know, find people to enroll in your business? How do you actually get them to enroll, and then how do you train those people to get the kind of success that you've got? And that's the real key. That's the real critical fundamental issues that you're going to be faced with, is how you actually do that. And there are a number of different ways of doing it, I suppose. And what I want to say is, you'll see a lot of once you get into this business, you'll start to see who all the big players are, who are all the big marketers, who are the really successful people, and you will think to yourself that just because, you know, you join them, you're going to suddenly learn all these systems. You're going to learn the ways to do it. Well, I'm a little bit skeptical to that, because let's be honest. I know for a fact, and this will upset a few people, I know for a fact that some of these big players are literally sending out thousands and thousands and thousands of emails to people all across the globe. They've got huge lists of people that they've managed to either pay for, or they've been able to do a joint venture with, and they send out thousands and thousands of emails to people, and they've got this constant flow of people coming in and out of their business, and it's only the really good ones that actually stick with it, and that's how they make their money, through that kind of process. And then they do bits and pieces on Facebook, and they'll do webinars and this kind of stuff, and that's all great and, you know, hunky-dory. And and obviously if they've got the money to do it, then that's fantastic. But when you're first starting out, it just doesn't work that way. You don't have that huge budget to go out and spend on solo ads. You don't have like £1,000 a month to splash out. You know, so it's difficult for a lot of people when they're first starting, and they're led to believe that they're going to just be able to create these massive businesses in very, very short space of time. It just doesn't work out that way. Now you can get success quickly, and I've learned this, that if you can kind of piggyback off of the back of a successful marketer, then you can get people attracted to you. But ultimately, I think for anybody starting off in this industry for the very first time, I would say you're going to be looking at a month of education, okay, understanding the business that you've just got yourself involved with. And then once you've got that, you're kind of familiar with the business and you understand how it works and operates, then what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to just go out and start networking, okay? Because you don't have the big budget to splash out on emails and drive traffic to a website or to a squeeze page and a sales funnel. That's not going to happen. So what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to speak to people. You're going to need to go on to places like Facebook. You're going to need to set up your Facebook account, and you're going to then need to start looking for prospects, looking for the sort of people that you can connect with, and hopefully build a rapport with, and start to have a conversation. And then eventually what happens is you're going to let them know about what it is that you do, and generally speaking you want to wait till they ask you, and then once you do that, that's how you're going to start to build your business. And that is how it's going to be, and that's what it's going to be like for the first, I would say, 4 or 5 months, unless you've got this big budget that you can spend on solo ads and other marketing campaigns. So I just want to make that clear. I don't want to labor on this point. I don't want to drag this video out, but I just want you to understand that for me, it was a massive, long learning education, and lots of failure, jumping from one thing to another. And it was really only once I kind of figured it out that it's all about the communication, it's all about the relationship building, it's all about being able to teach. Once you've got a bit of knowledge, you're being able to teach other people how to do exactly the same thing, and help them to kind of bypass all of the crap and all of the the fluff that's out there and all the hype, because it's all about relationships. It's a people business, yeah. So if you can educate, if first of all you're going to learn about your business, you're gonna get the message out, and you're gonna basically teach people the same thing. And if you can do those things, then you will start to see the success. But it's not going to be it's not going to be short term, unless you've got a massive personality, because that's another thing. Having a big personality does help in a lot of cases. And I struggle because I'm not the most kind of gregarious. I'm not the most open, outgoing person. It's taken me quite a bit of time to develop that kind of personality and get comfortable on video, and get comfortable talking to people. So if you're not comfortable with any of that kind of stuff, again, you will find it a little bit harder to get the traction and get the business going in the way you want it. But that's it really, guys. I just wanted to get that message out to you. It's going to be hard work. It's going to be a lot of potentially a lot of struggle, a lot of heartache, a lot of negativity you might find from other people, and you just got to get rid of all that out of your head. You've got to just keep believing that you can do it, keep believing and keep going for it, and learn as much as you can, but don't expect instant results. Just understand that it's like any business. If you're starting off with any company from nothing, it's going to take time to build up, and it could take 6 months, it could take a year, but it's whether or not you're prepared to stick with it and keep going and believe that you can do it, and your reason for wanting to do it is so strong as well, because that's another thing. If your reason why to do this isn't really, really strong, then you might struggle. But anyway, guys, I thought I'd get that out there, put that out to the world, and hopefully if you're interested in working with me, as an example, obviously I always kind of put my links below the video just so that you can contact me if you want to see what I'm doing. But yeah, I mean, I enjoy working with other people. So if you want to do that, if you want to contact me, then please feel free to go ahead and do that. Anyway, guys, I hope you liked the video. I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye for now.